never be afraid to let them see you try. And I have taken that into so many different places in my life. I am a amateur adult volleyball player in Nashville and play quite a bit. I'm wearing very tall heels right now. I promise that I'm actually 5'3", so it is a bit of an uphill battle for me. But I'm doing things as a 35-year-old adult that when I played as a 16-year-old in high school, I never did before. And I look really silly doing it, and I'm injured half the time. And so it's something that I love, and it's something that I'm passionate about. And I'm watching these other adults who are very good at volleyball, watching me try and fail and try and fail. And then very slowly, you know, as we all know, the progress doesn't happen like this. Progress does all these kinds of things on the way up. And it's having that psychological safety, having that trust with them, you know, being able to let people in my personal life and also in my professional life through this new opportunity see me try to do something outside of my comfort zone is something that it certainly inspires me and leaders, and I hope inspires my teammates as well. Same story, same opportunity moving into marketing, but I'm gonna take a side note for a second. Does everybody know who Becky Hammon is? She is the head coach for a WNBA team called the Las Vegas Aces. Becky Hammon was the second female to ever be a coach in the NBA. She was an assistant coach for Gregg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs for many years before she became the head coach of the Las Vegas Aces. She was hired by the Las Vegas Aces, I want to say her first season was 2022. At the time, she became the highest paid WNBA coach in history, and she won the championship her first year as a head coach and also her second year as well. So incredible, incredible coach, incredible athlete herself when she played, and now inspiring young women all over the world with the success that she's having at her skill. Becky Hammon, a few years ago, was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame for her achievements as a coach. And in the audience for her presentation was Gregg Popovich. And if you ever have a chance to go look up this video, it's a relatively long speech, maybe 15 minutes or so, but there's about a minute and a half of it where she directly addresses Gregg Popovich in the audience. And as she's talking about the many things that he enabled her to do as a leader and as a coach that led to her success, she says, "The most important advice that you ever gave me, and I don't think you even know how many times you have said this to me or how many times you've texted this to me, was just be you." And those words have enabled me to unlock a part of myself that I didn't know existed. And to have somebody with the success of Gregg Popovich, I'm a big Spurs fan, if you can't tell, of Gregg Popovich, who has won many NBA championships, will forever be one of the most successful and most respected head coaches in NBA history. To have somebody like that say to a young woman who is trailblazing in the WNBA and in the NBA, you can just be you, you don't have to be anything else, just really changed her world. So in this process of me moving from something that I was very comfortable in PR and moving into marketing, I have this conversation with our CMO, and he tells me about how it's okay to not be a subject matter expert in it, which made me feel a lot better. I'm obviously still feeling a little nervous about the opportunity. And in the meantime, our president and CEO asked for a meeting with me. And it's just the two of us in a conference room, and he goes, "How are you feeling about all of this change?" And going back, reverting to my, oh, I have to look really polished self, I was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm great. This is so exciting. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's going to be wonderful. I'm not going to let you down, you know, all these things." And he looks at me and he goes, "Uh-huh, okay." And he goes, "Look, when we hired you as team publicist and I started to see the way that you operated in meetings, and the way that you contributed to projects, I knew that we weren't going to keep you in that position for very long. You are a natural leader of people, and what Gil said to you was right. You don't need to know everything about everything. All I need you to promise me, and he literally made me promise him, is he said, people, this is a big jump for you. You're going from team publicist to VP of marketing and communications. When people find success, especially, as young professionals, they change. They become obsessed with the title. They become empowered in a negative way of, well, now I have authority that I can swing around because I have something to support that behind my business card. And he goes, I just need you to promise me, literally the only thing I need you to do is promise me that you will just be you. And you will not change. You won't let any of this change you. And I just need you to continue to do exactly what you are doing. And I don't need you to do anything different except continue to thrive and grow.